Ben Sasse would like a final word. Sasse is a conservative Republican of independent thought. With a PhD in American history, he once told his fellow senators, "The people despise us all because we are not doing our job."
An excerpt from one of Scott Pelley's last stories on CBS's 60 Minutes. He was shown the door after a major shakeup at CBS News. Pelley has been fired after a bitter disagreement with the network's editor-in-chief, Bari Weiss, about the direction of the storied news magazine, and after a public dressing down of the show's new executive producer in his first meeting with the show's staff. Fox News chief political analyst Brit Hume joins us tonight to discuss the developments. Brit, your take on all of this. You and I, most other people in this country, have at times worked for people with whom we disagree on occasion.
Absolutely right, John. I've worked in this TV news business for more than a half a century, and I've worked for a lot of different bosses, many of whom I liked and admired, and a few who I did not. But I have always found a way to work with every one of them as best I could. I never thought myself some great guardian of journalistic integrity who wasn't open to the ideas of others with whom I might at least at first disagree. And I've never had a problem finding a way to do the work in a way that would please me and please whatever boss I had, or at least satisfied them. These 60 Minutes correspondents, led now by Scott Pelley, seem to think that they are the guardians of journalistic integrity. And certainly they're stars on that show. But John, it's worth remembering what that show is, how that show works. Like all these television magazine shows, as prominent as the correspondents who narrate them and appear on camera seem to be, those shows are producer driven. And these correspondents become famous largely because of the good work that is done by producers who go out and do the interviews, supervise the shooting and the editing of the pieces and so on, and the writing as well. And the correspondents come in to do a couple of interviews, narration, and appear on camera. So they get to be pretty big stars that way.
They do. On
a show, John, as you well know, which has for at least a significant part of the year, the best lead-in in television, which is to say the NFL on Sunday. So I think these people are a little self-important, to say the least.
Well, it appeared as though management was willing to look past that very public dressing down of Nick Bilton, who is the new executive producer. He sent this letter to Pelley. He said, quote, "Despite yesterday's misconduct, I had hoped that in sitting down with you today, we could find a path forward together. You made clear that you're not interested in such a path. Your antipathy to the future of the show has come through loud and clear, and I have heard you. I therefore write on behalf of CBS News Incorporated to inform you that your employment with CBS is terminated for cause, effective immediately." Seems that Pelley's strategy here was scorched earth.
Well, you know, it would have been one thing if this new executive producer at CBS had taken the helm and begun to put things together that Pelley found objectionable. But he hadn't done anything yet. Oh. He was just newly appointed. And Pelley seemed to think it was his job to take out after this guy without ever even giving him a chance. And even if that were the case, you have to remember in life that the boss is still the boss, and you know, if you're a subordinate employee, you don't get to run the place.
Yeah. You know, in my life, three things that I have learned, and that is no employee is bigger than the corporation. We are all just penciled in, and the graveyards of America are filled with people who are deemed irreplaceable. You're irreplaceable, though.
When they're deemed
You're irreplaceable.
Particularly if they're deemed irreplaceable by themselves.
Yeah, true that. Good to be with you, my friend. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, John.
All right.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.